Hey there, Jed Coburnus here from jedcoburnus.com, and welcome to Talk Therapy. Today's just another great day to be alive. This is just a tool that I use every day to basically throw it out there, to get to know myself, to get to know, everything, right? Like, you can give this a shot. Anybody who would listen to this can give this a go. And it really helps your accountability, right? It helps yourself stay in check with yourself. The reason I laugh there is because that reminded me of Austin Powers, right? Allow myself to introduce myself. Right? It's a good movie. If you haven't seen it, you're probably really young. If you've seen it, you've probably seen it 1,000 times. But anyway, so yesterday was having a conversation with somebody, and I want to bring this here, not the conversation, but the fact that nobody's perfect, okay? If somebody looks like they've got all their shit together, like they've got it all figured out, nobody's perfect. Just want to throw that out there and riff on that a little bit and just see what happens, see what comes out of me. Maybe I can inspire somebody to do something today to realize that nobody is perfect. No matter what you think or see, social media has given us a really great option to show that, hey, look, I have all my ducks in a row, I have it all figured out, but I'm here to say that nobody is perfect. Nobody. Okay? Not even the man himself, Tony Robbins. Not even one of my biggest idols, somebody who I would just love to meet, Gary Vaynerchuk. Not even somebody who, my wife would like to meet, would probably be Ellen DeGeneres and Jimmy Fallon. Nobody's perfect, right? It's just we get to throw it out there. We get to take pictures on Instagram. We get to show the behind the scenes type stuff on Snapchat, right? To say, hey, this is what happens in my life that's perfect. We get to put stuff on Facebook and be Facebook perfect. We get to just live our life on social media, and that's what people see. But you don't see the shit that really goes on. You don't see the fact that I wanted to get out the door today at 7:40 so I get there just a little bit early so I can kind of gear up for the day, as I always do, and just take a little extra time, but I didn't, right? I didn't, because Molly woke up, Samuel didn't want me to go, it just happens. Nobody's perfect. I wanted to get another chapter read in the book last night because I'm studying for the ACSM certified exercise physiologist exam. I didn't, right? Like, instead I was doing questions on my phone because I bought an app, and that's okay, right? Like, I was close, but it's not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Eating, right? Like, you intend to eat right today, like, but then all of a sudden you get to work and, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot, there's a potluck and there's just boatloads of food and, oh, it smells so good, and why not eat it, right? Like, you intended to work out, you intended to get your WOD done. If you follow what I do, I make workouts of the day. You intended to get that WOD done, and if you didn't get your WOD done, oh well, right? There's still today. You're still breathing. You're still here. You woke up. Anything past that in my book is a win. Are you able to move? Absolutely. Are you able to think on your own? Yeah. Are you able to live independently? Done. It's a win past that. Like, the rest of the day, you have the opportunity to win. Now go and do. Anybody who works with me, my vision for them, not goal, but vision, is to be better than me. Like, I wholeheartedly mean that. Like, if you get so into health and wellness that you decide to, hey, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to start to create my own stuff and help people get healthy. And you become more successful than me, I've won, right? I win. That's what I want. But people will be like, oh my gosh, but what if that person doesn't give you any credit and what? I don't care. Right? Does not matter. Then that person becomes more successful than me. Well, I won. That in my heart of hearts is what I want. But it's so funny because you can perceive, you can put it all out there and say you're perfect. We all struggle. The best people on earth struggle. You only see the best part of them because that's all they show. How do you really know the happiest person is that happy? You don't. Only the people who are in that person's circle, right, know if that person is truly happy. And how do you know that they're just all together all the time? They're not. Everybody wakes up in the morning at some point of what they call the morning, right? Because heck, maybe they work all night and sleep all day, right? Like, their morning is our daytime. That's okay. But everybody wakes up and looks in the mirror, or everybody wakes up and looks like they do. Nobody wakes up just perfect, unless the night before you get everything all ready. If a woman wears makeup and all that, they try like hell to put on that makeup and keep it on. Now that'll happen, but you still gotta try like hell to get to that point. Nobody's perfect, ever. It's amazing to me that somebody would even think that I have all my shit together. I'm flattered, like that makes me feel pretty damn good. But I don't have everything. I don't have everything together, and I love that, right? I'm loving it. Like, I love the fact that I don't have it all figured out. Because in my mind, if I have it all figured out, quote unquote all figured out, then that, it just, this is gonna sound weird, I'm just gonna throw it out there, it means that I'm dead then. Like death. Like the end destination, like the destination to me is death. If I have it quote unquote all figured out, it means I'm probably dead. Because my gears, what gets me going, what cranks my crank, or what turns my crank, I think that's how you say it, is the figuring out piece, like is the execution piece. Like a friend of mine and I, we came up with this nickname of me, the Executioner, about a year and a half ago, and it's just because execution is key, right? Like, I will try and try and try and try until I get it figured out. Like, as soon as I figure it out, I move on to the next thing. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be. And that's what it's about. Like, just keep trying. Like, I've given this example probably a million times before, but if you knew, which you don't, but like, if you can just about imagine, because the law is the law, and if you tried something 100 times and you failed 99 times of them, don't you think by the time you get to that 100th try, you'd be pretty decent at it? And you'd probably stumble upon something that would quote unquote work. And if you knew that 100th time would break out, or would do it, or would work, or whatever, don't you think you would just try to fail 99 times? And then you can get to that 100th time. I would. I do it all the time. Try and try and try and try. Try this, try that, try this, try that. Whatever you're doing, keep going and keep trying. It does not matter if it's perfect. You're just, the important piece is you keep going. And what does that come down to? It comes down to consistency. 3 things that I preach the most: consistency, determination, and community. The consistency of whatever you're doing, make it every day. The determination basically comes down to you determine what you're capable of. And then you have the determination to keep going. And you bring it back to a community of people who are doing similar things. If you have those three pieces of the puzzle, if you have those three ingredients to the recipe called life, you will be unstoppable. That's it. Consistency, determination, and community. That's what I call the Cobra Nation, right? Anybody who would follow me, anybody who listens to anything that I do and do what I recommend, I consider you a part of the Cobra Nation. If you don't, oh well, right? I don't really know, because you're probably not commenting, liking, or sharing anything that I do, and I have no idea that you would be doing anything, and then you would be labeled a lurker, a person who takes all of my content and lets me know, and does not let me know what the hell you're doing, and nothing pisses me off more than a lurker, right? Taking all the content, all the benefit, and giving nothing back. You're a damn lurker. It just pisses me off. But anyway, so you keep moving forward, you keep trying, and as soon as you think somebody's perfect, look in the mirror. He's probably thinking, oh man, I'm not perfect, just like all of those other people. How come I'm not perfect like X, Y, and Z? How come I'm not perfect like Jet? Right? I'm not perfect. I'm not. What I do is I just keep trying every day. And if I don't win, I learn. I don't necessarily lose. Some would see it as losing. Oh well, that's their perspective. But I learn. And then I grow from it, right? You learn and then you move on. Then you go, all right, great, that didn't work. Let's try something else. That's right. Just keep moving. Move on. As soon as you stop and you're stuck, then what? How do you get out of a rut? You climb. You jump. You yell, you scream, you ask for help. Whatever you got to do to get out of that rut. This takes practice. That phrase, I think probably is I overuse that phrase, just takes practice, but I don't care. Everything takes practice. Nobody's perfect at it. If everybody was 100%, like if you got 100% on something every time, that's not even possible. 100% every time. Show me. Show me somebody who does 100% every time on the first try. Can't. Show me. Hook me up, right? Email me, ygt@jedcoverness.com. Hook me up. Show me. Anything past that, it's a hell of a lot of work to get that 100%. It's good stuff. Glad I could get that out there. Glad I could put it out there. Because I'm not perfect. Nobody is. That's it. That's all I got today. So, as always, if you're willing to change from the neck up, you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn to start believing in yourself. Stay safe out there. Hop on my newsletter, jedcoverness.com/newsletter. Put your name and email in, and I will see you on the other side with just a one-on-one conversation. Right? Email is considered one-on-one. Let's talk. Bye for now.